All right, bro, listen up. It's time to lock in. It's time to actually take this year. All right. Today, it's December 30th. Okay. 30 December 2025. All right. We're 2 days away from 2026. And it's time to lock in, man. All right. 2025 has gone by. All right. I don't know what's your story. I don't know what's your background. I don't know what's your situation. All right. You might be already profitable. You might already have gotten a few payouts, or you might have been trading for 5 years with no payouts, or you maybe just started trading a few months ago, right? It doesn't matter. All right, 2026, you have a fresh chance of a new opportunity, all right, to actually make something of yourself this year. And I'm going to share with you my experience and my view on how to actually become a profitable trader in this new upcoming year, all right? Pretty much four very important um pretty much four non-negotiables that you have to make sure you follow and you perform in order to actually become profitable in 2026. All right. So, step number one. All right. Step number one is find your edge. All right. This is very, very simple, very, very obvious. All right. Because we as traders, if we do not have an edge in the market, if we do not have a statistical edge in the market, then we cannot make money. All right. This is the most important thing in trading. You actually have an edge. All right. Because trading is a very probabilistic game, all right? It's all about probabilities, all right? And just making sure that each trade that you take, that every trade that you take, the odds are in your favor, all right? So find your edge. I don't care. Me personally, I trade ICT concepts. Why? It works for me. This is what I understand. This is what I've been training with for the last almost 2 years now, and this is what's been working for me and what actually made me profitable. All right, this is what I understand. This is what clicked for me. All right, so I don't care if you trade ICT, SMC, Bollinger Bands, EMAs, bro. I don't care. All right, just find your edge. All right, and make sure it's an actual edge. All right, make sure that you back test it and you know for a fact, for a statistical fact, that over a long period of time it works and it's profitable. All right, me personally, I use FX replay. That's what I found the most useful and most, yeah, just best for me. So I back tested on FX replay. You can do whatever you want, all right, but you gotta back test your edge and make sure it's an actual edge. Right? Step number two, and it's very overlooked these days. Like, everyone thinks that they just gotta find like a very good strategy and follow it, which is true to some degree. But in order to actually stay disciplined and actually follow your system, your edge, and become a better trader, you actually have to get your shit together outside of the charts. Go to the gym, all right? Eat clean, all right? Wake up earlier, all right? I'm not saying wake up at 5 a.m., bro, but wake up at, I mean, I don't know what, it depends on your time zone in your day. If you have a job, you don't have a job, you're a full-time trader, you're not full-time, like, it really depends. But here I live in Miami, all right, so the market opens at 9:30 a.m. I usually wake up between 7:30 and 8 a.m., right? So it's not 5 a.m., but it's not 9 a.m., right? I'm not waking up 10 minutes before market open, but I'm waking a decent hour, an hour and a half before market open, sometimes even 2 hours. But yeah, so get your shit together outside of the charts, all right? Go to the gym, all right? It's very, very important. Go to the gym, eat clean, all right? Have a clean diet, all right? Take care of yourself. Go for walks, all right? Have friends, all right? Take care of yourself, all right? Get your vitamins. Be disciplined, all right? Do what you say you're gonna do, right? If you said you're gonna wake up at 7 a.m., bro, wake up at 7 a.m. All right. You said you're gonna go to the gym today, go to the gym today. All right. Be disciplined and get your shit together outside of the charts. It's very, very, very important. All right. Number three is discipline and consistency. All right. You have to stay disciplined. All right. Once you have an edge and you got your shit together outside of the charts, right? You go to the gym, you do the gym, you eat clean, right? You trade every single day, right? This is very important. You gotta show up every single day, all right? I don't care if you're tired, all right? Of course, if you slept for 2 hours, bro, do not come to the market and trade. All right, you're not gonna be at your best. Like, you gotta be able to perform at your best every single morning, every single trading session. All right, but you have to be consistent. You have to show up every single day. You have to make sure you come to the market every single morning, all right, and you trade to the best of your ability, all right? And you got to be disciplined. You got to stick to your plan. Now, I know you've probably heard it many, many, many times, but bro, if you can't stick to your rules, if you can't stick to your plan, if you can't stick to your edge, you're not going to be profitable, period. Like, it's not going to happen. If you cannot follow a simple set of rules for a long period of time, you're just not going to be profitable, because this is what trading is. Trading is just following a profitable, proven, statistically proven system. So if you cannot follow that, you're not going to be profitable. All right. So you have to make sure, bro. Like, listen, trust, like, you have to understand that it's not going to happen unless you make it happen. It's not going to happen unless you make it happen. It's not going to happen unless you follow the rules. Okay. Once you have your set of rules, I teach my model for free on YouTube, right? I like literally last video, I just showed how I made $3,000 in one day, like one trade using my model. All right. So you can literally copy my model. If you don't have an edge, you don't have a system, you can literally just copy me or any model. Like, there's plenty of free educational content online. All right. Just go find that, whatever works for you, copy that, have a certain, like, create a trading plan or copy a trading plan of someone you like and someone you like how he's trading. All right, I have my stuff for free. Okay, I have a Discord as well. You can come by and learn from there, but it's a free Discord, by the way. But you have to follow these rules, you have to follow your plan and be consistent, right? So it's not gonna work if you follow your plan and your rules for a day or two or a week or a month. All right, you'll definitely see results after a month of following your plan, but you got to follow your plan. You got to be able to follow your plan and your rules and execute your edge weeks, months in a row. All right. That's how you become profitable. All right. And then step number 4, the last step, is to surround yourself with people that are better than you. All right. I'm not saying like-minded people, because there's a very big difference, because a lot of people have a good like, oh, I want to become rich, I want to start trading, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to become rich, I want to make money. Okay, a lot of people can say that, but most of them are fucking talking bullshit. All right, most of them have zero idea what it takes to actually make money online, whether it's trading or whatever type of business they want to do. Like, people have no idea, and people talk absolute bullshit and say they want to do things and say they want to get rich, but they don't actually want it. They don't truly want it. All right, they just talk bullshit and they don't do anything. All right, this is why I'm saying surround yourself with people that are better than you. All right, I truly believe that I have 3 friends and I believe that they are better than me. All right. In many aspects, I am better than them, but they are better than me in a lot of aspects. All right. And this is why I like being with them, because they make me a better person, because they're better than me. So I can learn from them. I will only learn from them and get better wisdom. Right. So this is so important, because once I surrounded myself with people that are better than me, that's where I started to see the most progress in my own life and my own self. Because the only people that I hang around with and talk with are literally better than me. Better mindset, better work ethic, better, a lot better physically. Like, they are better than me. That's why it makes you get out of your fucking shell and become better. It makes you work harder. It makes you think harder and actually become better. And I believe that every single day I spend with my 3 best friends, which are better than me, all right, I only get better and I only become a better person, a better man, a better trader, better physically, right? I just become better because I surround myself with people that are better than me. Okay? So this is the most important one here. Surround yourself with people that are not like-minded, that are better than you, that make more money than you, that are more healthy than you, stronger than you, all right, smarter than you, all right. Try and actually find those people that are just so much better than you, all right, And that's how you truly make yourself become better as a trader, as a person, as everything. All right. So these are the 4 rules that I think, from my experience, you need to follow. All right. And you need to make sure you're on top of this shit to actually become a profitable trader in 2026, bro. Because it can happen, bro. 1 month you can be making $0, and the next month you can be making $5,000, and the next month you're gonna be making $10,000, $20,000, and then 6 months from today, bro, you can be making $20,000, $30,000 a month from trading, and you'll be like, holy shit, man, how did it happen so fast? All right. But it wouldn't happen at all if you don't take yourself seriously and actually make a change. All right. So here you go. You got the opportunity to start a brand new year, right? Fresh start, clean slate, all right, and make it happen. All right. I want to see you win, man. I want to see you win. So please make sure you follow this. Okay. Make sure you get your shit together. All right. I have a free Discord down below if you want to join. Some people there are better than you and like-minded. All right. So make sure you join and talk to those people, man. And yeah, we're gonna fucking make it happen this year. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this, and I hope you can implement this to your own life and your own trading. All right. And I hope to see you in the next video. All right. So good luck this year, and I'll see you in the next one.